All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakahakwadash. Next, want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. It's going to go through some articles to my left on End Time Headlines. Did a couple videos on this. The world is shaking. That's Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's the Lord. You Israelites, repent and turn back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Beg for mercy. The Lord is getting ready to destroy. Isaiah 29 and verse 6, thou shalt be visited of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. NLT, I, the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of heaven's armies, will act for you with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with whirlwind and storm and consuming fire. He's not playing. Repent. That's the only way. You Israelites. Iran launches suicide drone attack on cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz, jeopardizing Trump's peace deal. Through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we told you, the least of the flock, through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they're going to keep drawing Babylon the Great out into this third woe. Because this is the counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is his determination to gather all you nations. We'll get that next, Lord willing. Jeremiah 49 and verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, that he hath taken against Edom, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Right, and Babylon the Great of America is going to get drawn out as well. Well, Salakia, the least of the flock is the tiny state of Israel. They're going to keep drawing Babylon the Great out to this third woe. And both of their habitations will be desolate. Jeremiah 15 verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, that he have taken against Babylon. See, Edom and Babylon, they go together. And his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Again, the least of the flock is that tiny state of Israel. Both of their habitations will be desolate. But unlike Babylon the Great, the land of Israel will be rebuilt and the true children of Israel will go home. That land is an abomination unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Ezekiel 36 and verse 2. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, because the enemy have said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. They stole the Lord's land. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. And Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. In the NLT, this is what the sovereign Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi says. My jealous anger burns against these nations, especially Edom, because they have shown utter contempt for me by gleefully taking my land for themselves as plunder. You see, y'all stole it. That's why he's going to get hit with a nuke. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country, Russia and all his allies. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, their ICBM nuclear missiles, shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain, because those missiles belong to the Lord. Now let's get Israel's destruction. Ezekiel 38 and verse 18. And it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog, that's Russia, shall come against the land of Israel, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, that my fury shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. You see? And Russia and all your allies, all you heathen nations, y'all getting ready to perish as well with these devils. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say, thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And that word chief prince is talking about Russia. Let's get it, bear with me. Right here, second entry.
Strong's H, 7218. Ramath Negev. Ramath Negev. Second entry. Rosh. Rosh.
See, the chief, the Rayash in the Hebrew is talking about Russia, the head top summit. You see, he's the head, he's the chief of the BRICS nations. And I will turn thee back and leave but the sixth part of thee. And I will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and I will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel, and I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and I will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all thy bands, and the people that is with thee. So you see, all you heathen, I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power. And I will send a fire on Magog, the land of Gog, and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name any more, and the heathen shall know that I am Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, it is coming, it is done, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi power. This is the day whereof I have spoken. This is for the controversy of Zion. The Lord is gathering all you nations up. You see? Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. See, the Lord is turning you devils' hearts, your minds, towards prophecy. He's not playing. Military branches bring back vaccine mandate after virus outbreaks on base. Look, in the mark of the beast, the hour of temptation, the RFID microchip, that is upon us. Revelation 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. The hour of temptation is when these devils make it mandatory that you take that implantable device. You see? The RFID microchip. And the Lord said, I also will keep thee. That's why you Israelites repent. Turn back to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see, that's the only way. Conservative Christians fearing the end times, fueling a dramatic surge in doomsday bunkers, right? You see? And let's get some scriptures on that, because y'all are fulfilling prophecy as well. And it says conservative Christians. Well, what y'all scared for? You see? Y'all know y'all been teaching madness. You see, y'all know y'all been teaching madness. And y'all know what's coming. Them top wicked elite banking families, the so-called white men, Esau, even they know exactly what's coming. Isaiah 2 and verse 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of Yahawah, or day of reckoning coming. For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. You see? And that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his gold, and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself, to worship to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. See, the Lord is coming to shake terribly the earth. He's not playing, man, and y'all not getting away. Amos 9. With that subheading say, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's judgment unavoidable. We boast in the Lord all the day long. We just pray and beg Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi that he have mercy upon us. I saw the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, though you dig these bunkers into the ground, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, you want to be in airplanes, space stations, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, in the top of the mountains, you see that bunker in the top of the mountains? Slakia. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent Leviathan, and he shall bite them. And though they go into captivity before their eyes, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good. You see, you top wicked elite banking families, y'all through, man. James 5, go to now. Ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. The Lord is coming for you devils, man. And y'all can't hide. The Lord's going to allow you top wicked elite banking families, to escape into your little bunkers, but y'all will be met. Y'all will be met. Let's get Psalms 149. Y'all going to be the first fruits of slavery. Verse 4, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi taketh pleasure in his people, the children of Israel, starting with the elect. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. This is in the kingdom, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and the saints are the children of Israel. Psalms 50:5. Gather my saints together. You see, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Who did that? The children of Israel only. You see, I believe that's Psalms 148 as well. I believe. Yep. Let them praise the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? You Israelites, y'all better repent, man. Deuteronomy 33. Let's go get the eternal power is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms, and he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee, and shall say, destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heaven shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. See, the Lord is coming for you devils, man. He's coming. Job 20. But y'all have to fulfill prophecy. Verse 4. Knowest thou not of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? And the wicked is the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds. I got these satellites, internet, space stations, space weapons, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. You top wicked elite banking families, his children shall seek to please the poor. We don't want your salaries, we don't want your reparations, whatever you got, we don't want it. Our vindication gonna come from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keeps it still within his mouth, yet his meat is in his bowels is turning. It is the gall of asp within him, Salakia. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall cast him out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labor for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away which he builded not, taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired, that wicked demonic NWO, which consists of chipping everybody. You see? There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits with this wicked demonic NWO. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. That's going to, the way that word wicked right there in the Hebrew is imal. It means the laborer, the workforce. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and a bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drunk. Bear with me. Salaki. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Nuclear destruction. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, it cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Malachi 1 and 4. Where is Edom? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath indignation forever. You see? The Lord's not playing with you devils. He's coming. You're at the end of the reign of your reign of terror, all you heathen. Psalm 73. Truly, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish, when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. NLT, these fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doth Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Who is this talking about? James 5. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see, this is not of us, this is of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, then understood I their end. Surely thou didst let them in slippery places, thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation, as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors? It's going to take the Lord 1 hour to destroy this kingdom. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. You see? Y'all are done, man. You heathen are through, man. It's time's up. A few more prophecies waiting for you. Devils had to push that chip, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, because there's a judgment tied to taking it. You see? Let's get that. Job 18 and verse 9. It says, the gin shall take him by the heel when the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death, Yahawashi HaMashiach, shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation, yet via ICBM nuclear missiles. It said destruction is going to be ready at his side, right? Isaiah 13 verse 5. But they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, in the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. You see those missiles, those ICBM nuclear missiles, they belong to the Lord. Judgment on the day of the Lord. You see, destruction is going to be ready at you devil's side. Howl ye, for the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. You see? And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Shalom.